like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who could bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GTV Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have your self to blame, y'all. Cricket TV and A weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop until you get your mouth on LDBC. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, no in y'all. Independence start with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yep, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
All right, man. Salute to everybody tapping on in. Y'all already know what it is, man. Like, share, and subscribe as y'all come on in the building. And once again, I appreciate everybody for showing love, for tapping on in, man. And we're going to get into the situation with Shannon Sharpe, man. As once again, we back in the building. If y'all have not already did so, make sure y'all go get that A Weapons Midlife Music album, the greatest A Weapons. The link will be pinned in the description box below this video. Also, y'all be able to check out all of our other links, Cash App, PayPal, podcast show, the website, free membership. Those links all in the description box below this video. Y'all make sure y'all check that out, man. Look, man. Worst news about Shannon Sharpe. And shout out to my brother, 78 Sports TV, man. Love the brother, man. He called this out. And he kind of was right on the head about this and talking about Shannon Sharpe. Him settling was going to open the floodgates. He said that it was going to be more allegations or more accusations that come out against him. Now, he kind of was right about that because it seems like that's what's going to be happening. And I think that's one of the big reasons why ESPN stepped away from Shannon Sharpe too, is because they saw what was going on as far as these new lawsuits that was potentially going to hit Shannon Sharpe. But also it's another factor too that Shannon Sharpe had a lot of people at ESPN that didn't want him there. A lot of people wasn't feeling Stephen A. Smith's move to bring Shannon Sharpe there. Shannon Sharpe already had the lawsuit with the girl that was working at ESPN, Michelle Bundy. You guys got to remember, Michelle Bundy was already working at ESPN with Shannon Sharpe. Remember, she met Shannon Sharpe through ESPN. Her reporting. She was a reporter. Shannon Sharpe was a football player. So she had friends over there throughout the years. So when they hired Shannon Sharpe, it was very controversial to a lot of people because Shannon Sharpe already had a lot of enemies over there behind the scenes. A lot of people did not know this about Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe has been fired every single network he's been on, if I'm not mistaken. Or he was asked, or he had to step away. Let me take that back. CBS, he had to step away from CBS due to allegations. Fox Sports, we all heard about all the stuff that happened at Fox Sports, but then we heard about Shannon Sharpe allegedly Fox Sports having to settle with a woman and Shannon Sharpe allegedly getting into an incident where he allegedly choked a woman. He denied it, this, that, and the third. Then you hear about this situation right here with Shannon Sharpe. And Shannon Sharpe has a lot of enemies, man. A lot of people that don't like him based off of things he's had surrounding him over the years. Shannon Sharpe been a very controversial person. He's a very charismatic person, very controversial person. And now he's about to potentially lose it all, not just some of it, because he's already allegedly lost more than his entire NFL career earnings. But he's potentially about to lose all the rest of it because he currently has a lawsuit with that girl, Michelle Bundy, that used to work at ESPN. And ESPN, from what I'm hearing from talking to a few people, they did not want to keep messing with Shannon Sharpe. He has more lawsuits pending. That lawsuit pending with Michelle Evans Bundy, from what I'm hearing, these are rumors that are going on that he still has that lawsuit pending with her. And she was a former employee of ESPN. ESPN ain't stupid. They don't want to get into a situation where she can turn around and try to You understand what I'm saying? You know, her being a former employee, Shannon Sharpe being a current employee. They don't want to look like, oh, we're going to take his side, even though he already has other allegations that he just paid a settlement in. And then you're talking about more allegations coming forward. You know, I was listening to my boy 7-8. He was talking about, and shout out to my brother 7-8 Sports TV. He was talking about something on his channel today with this. He was just saying that, you know, he's tired of like all the real self-righteous community and everybody trying to be too like goody two shoes and all this other stuff. And I mean, I understand what he's saying, but Shannon Sharpe is the one that's been pushing this. You know what I'm saying? Shannon Sharpe has been pushing this to all the players. He's been pushing this stuff to all the young guys. You know what I mean? And the dude, like I said before, he sat up there and tried to get Russell. He sat right up there with Skip and completed that hate campaign on Russell Westbrook, where they damn near destroyed Russell Westbrook's career and his value. Russell Westbrook could not get a contract of his worth after he left the Lakers. We all saw it. I didn't even like Russell Westbrook. When I saw what happened with him with the Lakers, man, I felt bad for the dude. I said, man, ain't no way in hell, bro. They sat up there every single day on national TV trying to destroy the rest of this dude's career, make sure he didn't get no more money. How you think Russell Westbrook and all those guys feeling right now? Same thing with Kyrie Irving. Shannon Sharpe said right up there, oh, Kyrie thinks he's smarter than everybody. He can't speak for the black community. What do you mean he can't speak for the black community? He thinks because he went to Duke, this, that, and the third. Come on, man. What is you doing? Now, all this stuff don't turn back around on this dude, man. But I want to get into the article about this because I'm going to put an article in the description box about this later on after this video is over with. And I want y'all to hear about this. And this is basically the breakdown of the whole situation because Shannon Sharpe, from what I'm hearing, y'all, this girl, and remember I told you guys, the girl Michelle Bundy Evans, the girl who used to work at ESPN, who was dating Shannon Sharpe, who made R-word claims. Now, here's the problem Shannon Sharpe got. She made the claims of R-words, but she didn't sue Shannon Sharpe for that yet. She sued Shannon Sharpe for defamation. When Shannon Sharpe thought that his lawsuit with Tony Busby was over with and he could move on to the next chapter, she went to the judge and wrote a letter to Tony Busby and to the judge, demanding that Tony Busby and asking the judge to demand that Tony Busby and the girl not destroy the video or all the audios that they have, even the ones the public didn't hear, because she wants to use that in her own individual trials with her own evidence that will corroborate all the evidence she got to show a past history against Shannon Sharpe. This nigga is done. And what I'm thinking is, the way it seems like it could pan out is it's looking like that she may come with a lawsuit on him as far as the R-word allegations as well. And if that's the case, man, they're going to take all the rest of Shannon Sharpe. Whatever money he got left after that settlement, which that's $23 million, y'all. Between $23, $28 million, bro, that's a lot of cheese, bro. People just ain't got that money sitting on standby. And then you talking about another lawsuit? Well, she says that those videotapes and those audios could be used as corroboration of evidence in current filings she's had against Shannon Sharpe and future filings. And remember, who knows how much ESPN knew? Because ESPN, they had to have known something about Shannon Sharpe's pending lawsuit with Michelle Bundy Evans because she's a former employee of ESPN. So that behind the scenes, ESPN had to know the whole time Shannon Sharpe had that situation going on with that girl. It just didn't make no waves until this new girl sued Shannon Sharpe. And what the new girl did was she brought up the old girl in the allegations. She brought up the fact that Shannon Sharpe had allegations of R-word and those type of things in the current lawsuit that was going on that the whole world didn't know about. The world did not know about that lawsuit against Shannon Sharpe from Michelle Bundy Evans until this new girl, OnlyFans girl, put that in her lawsuit. That, hey, Shannon's got another lawsuit out here pending before mine, and this girl's accusing him of the same things. Well, that girl turned around, sent a letter to Tony Busby, sent a letter to the judge demanding that please do not allow them. I don't care that they settled that lawsuit. Do not allow them to destroy that tape. I'm telling you right now, Shannon Sharpe destroying himself right now. You paid this girl $23, $28 million You thinking the tape and all the other stuff, the audio, all that stuff is going to be destroyed to where that's behind you. And now the judge ruled that they could use that in other cases against Shannon Sharpe as corroborating evidence. People say, well, how can you use something that happened with this girl against Shannon Sharpe in a different case? Corroborating evidence that corroborates her evidence to show a pattern, right? So when everybody say, oh man, this girl, she set Shannon up. How she set Shannon up? Shannon, damn near a 60-year-old dude. He knew what she was doing on OnlyFans. Shannon Sharpe said that's what he wanted. So how did she set him up if Shannon said that's what he wanted? He said, I want to date my wage. I want a center. Once he say that, there ain't no defense for this nigga. Zero. Because he was bragging about that. He was so insecure. You got the whole Instagram live situation where Shannon Sharpe goes up there. First he tells everybody, oh yeah, I was hacked, this, that, and the third. Then after he gets caught up and everybody start cooking him, he say, oh no, it was an accident, man. I accidentally went on, man. And then he went from that to acting like he was feeling sorry to where he gets on his nightcap and starts promoting sex products and talking crazy. Nigga, you on ESPN, fool. You out here getting a bag for real. What is you doing hanging in the gutter? You one of the rare dudes that made it. You got $100 million. I want y'all to think about this. Who got $100 million coming down the pipe and out here doing dumb shit? Who? Who got $100 million coming down the pike and out here doing dumb shit? But Shannon Sharpe. He don't get that nigga don't deserve no pass. Now let me read this article to y'all because this thing is damning, man. And I told you guys, a lot of, from what I'm hearing, the reason why ESPN didn't really want Shannon, I'm hearing that it was co-workers that was like, nah, I don't want to work with this dude. They had already been saying that when the allegations first surfaced publicly about Shannon Sharpe. All them women I told y'all about that was at ESPN that's like, nah, I don't want to work with this dude. ESPN wasn't going to try to pick between all of them and Shannon Sharpe. Then you got to look at the situation. Here's another thing Shannon Sharpe had working against him. They didn't bring Michael Irvin back. Michael Irvin fought his situation, his allegations, won his defamation case. They paid him $25 million after they made them lame allegations against Michael Irvin. And Michael Irvin still didn't get his ESPN job back. Still didn't get it back. There's no way they could bring back Shannon Sharpe. Michael Irvin had a mega lawsuit waiting if they would have brought back Shannon Sharpe and didn't bring him back after he fought his case and won. Michael Irvin fought his case. He did everything Shannon Sharpe said he was going to do. He really went and sued the hotel and them people. And they immediately gave him $25 million settlement. So Michael Irvin got 25. Shannon out here spending damn near 25. But let's get into these because this thing is important. Y'all smash the like button. So it says, Shannon Sharpe, the Pro Football Hall of Fame and charismatic media personality, has been fired from ESPN, marking a dramatic end to his tenure at the network. The decision, reported by The Athletic on July the 30th, 2025, comes less than 2 weeks after Sharpe settled a high-profile $50 million lawsuit accusing him of sexual assault and battery. The settlement, combined with reported tensions with co-workers and a resurfaced legal threat from a past accuser, Michelle Bundy, has cast a shadow over Sharpe's once soaring media career. In April 2025, a woman identified as Jane Doe, we already know what she accused him of, right? Sharpe vehemently denied the allegations, calling it a shakedown, insisting that the relationship was 100% consensual, right? His lawyer said the lawsuit was filled with lies. Lanny J. Davis said it was lies, distortions, misrepresentations, releasing explicit text messages to support the claims of a consensual role-playing dynamic. But on June the 18th, 2025, the plaintiff's attorney, Tony Busby, announced a settlement. After protracted and respectful negotiations with the lawsuit dismissed with prejudice, meaning it cannot be refiled, no criminal charges were filed against Shannon Sharpe. Despite Shannon Sharpe's intention to return to ESPN for the NFL preseason, the network severed ties with the 57-year-old commentator. ESPN declined to comment officially, but sources cited The Athletic suggest the decision was influenced by discomfort with the controversy, particularly Shannon Sharpe's legal team's release of explicit text messages as a part of his defense. Didn't I tell you Shannon Sharpe shouldn't have said nothing? He made a huge mistake by opening his mouth. That nigga should have said nothing. If Shannon Sharpe would have said nothing, nobody would knew this girl's age. Nobody knew she was an OnlyFans chick. Nobody would have known none of this stuff. That was Shannon Sharpe who doxed that girl. He did too much talking. When you got a situation like that, you don't do no talking, man. You get lawyers, you let your lawyers go to work for you, bro. He came out here thinking he Jay-Z. The settlement and surrounding public publicity appeared to have accelerated ESPN's move to part ways, with some reports indicating on the network was already considering his exit before the lawsuit. Let me say this to y'all. They said that Shannon Sharpe, they was considering firing Shannon Sharpe before the lawsuit. Remember I told y'all Shannon Sharpe had a lot of people behind the scenes that didn't like him? Let me repeat this again. Let me repeat that line again. Right? The settlement and surrounding publicity appeared to have accelerated ESPN's move to part ways, with some reports indicating the network was already considering his exit before the lawsuit. Right? Ascertainable data. What does that mean? That means they wasn't feeling that shit with that IG Live. Boy, you work for Disney, bro. They laughed it off, but then you had this come, you done. You done. And you sitting up there, like I said, well, bro, you a $100 million man you had coming to you. This man ruined everything. He ruined everything. And I hear some of the homies saying, yeah, but he still got that podcast. That don't mean nothing. That's pennies if he ain't got them endorsements. Those are pennies. If that man ain't got those endorsements, them shits don't mean nothing. To what he was making, he'll never recoup that bread again. You never know what Shannon Sharpe was setting up for, what type of money he was spending and stuff like that, thinking he forever had this money coming in. People know how life is, right? So it says that Sharpe's departure from ESPN was not solely due to the lawsuit. Reports indicate that tensions with colleagues also played a role in his exit. Remember I told y'all, it was a report I did on Shannon Sharpe like months ago where I told y'all that the co-workers was upset with him and Stephen A. Smith. That they had co-workers that was calling them two dudes, saying that they was like, trying to run everything over there and this, that, and the third. It was uncomfortable working with them. Remember I told y'all all this? I did videos about this stuff. I don't know why people don't listen, but let's keep going. So Sharpe's departure from ESPN was not solely due to the lawsuit. Reports indicate that tensions with colleagues also played a role in his exit. Former ESPN anchors Sage Steele and Ashley Brewer Kaminsky publicly criticized the network's handling of Sharpe's situation, particularly after audio surfaced of a man, allegedly Sharpe, threatening to choke the plaintiff. Steele responded to a post on X highlighting perceived inconsistencies in ESPN's treatment of Shannon Sharpe compared to employees with conservative views, suggesting that the network overlooked his questionable actions involving women. Brewer Kaminsky echoed this sentiment, referencing her own reprimands for minor actions during her tenure. Additionally, in December 2024 incident underscored Shannon Sharpe's strained relationship at ESPN. During an Ohio State game broadcast, colleagues Kirk Herbstreit and Chris Fowler criticized First Take, where Sharpe was a regular, for hyping a narrative about Coach Ryan Day's job security. Shannon Sharpe responded on air with a fiery clapback, expressing his displeasure and warning his colleagues, indicating underlying friction. These public disputes, combined with the lawsuit's fallout, likely contribute to an environment where many co-workers were reluctant to continue working with Shannon Sharpe. Additionally, adding to Shannon Sharpe's challenges, Michelle Bundy, who accused him of sexual assault in 2010, has hinted at potential future legal action. In 2010, Michelle Bundy filed a temporary restraining order against Shannon Sharpe in Atlanta, alleging he forced her into sex, threatened her life, and stalked her. The order was dismissed after Bundy withdrew it, and Shannon Sharpe returned to his CBS analyst role without facing criminal charges. Acquaintances at the time described Bundy as infatuated with Sharpe, suggesting her claims were exaggerated or fabricated. In 2023, Bundy filed a $4 million defamation, libel, and slander lawsuit against Shannon Sharpe, reiterating her 2010 assault allegations. In an interview with The Sun, she claimed that Shannon Sharpe sexually assaulted her and threatened to quote unquote ruin her if she spoke out. Shannon Sharpe's legal team dismissed these accusations as old news and fanciful exaggerations, denying any incident of choking or serious misconduct. While no concrete legal action from Bundy has materialized since 2023, her recent comments suggest she may pursue further claims, adding another layer of uncertainty to Sharpe's future. Now, remember this. Before we go on, we got to remember this. She, and y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in here. She is a key player because she had a pending lawsuit all this time against Shannon Sharpe for defamation. Now, she's accused him of all wording her, but she didn't sue him for that. Now, with the fact that she asked the judge to save that tape and the video and the audio tapes that y'all didn't hear so that she can use this as corroboration in future legal filings, Shannon Sharpe in trouble. Because now she can go file another lawsuit that has something to do with the R word, hit this nigga for a high price, and say, look, not only with my evidence, now I have corroborating evidence to show you a pattern of alleged behavior with this guy. And then guess what? The videotape that Shannon Sharpe paid $23 to $28 million for, and the audio that he felt like was going to be removed from society now, still lives on. Imagine you paying a $23 to $28 million settlement, you thinking that all your secret tapes, all that shit is going to be out the way now. And the judge comes and rules, nah, Tony, y'all can't burn that. You need to give me that tape, because we're going to let her use that in her case as corroborating evidence to her claims. See, she got claims, but now that she can use these videotapes and these audios, now that can corroborate and substantiate her claims. Think about what I'm saying to y'all, man. This nigga is in major trouble, bro. When I say major trouble, bro, Shannon Sharpe is in major trouble, bro. And I'm telling y'all, I believe she's getting ready to hit this nigga with another major lawsuit. I believe they getting ready now. They seen he came out $23 million. She fitting to hit this nigga with a major lawsuit. Major lawsuit. And Shannon Sharpe did all to himself. So I'm telling y'all what it is, right? This is a very bad situation. I'm letting everybody know what's up, man. So let's go back to the article, y'all. So, basically, right? She claimed that Shannon Sharpe sexually assaulted her and threatened to ruin her if she spoke out. Sharpe's legal team dismissed the accusations as old news and fanciful exaggerations, denying an incident of choking or serious misconduct. See, choking, Shannon Sharpe was accused of that. Like I said before, at Fox, there was an alleged allegations. Remember that report came out that said the girl allegedly accused Shannon Sharpe of choking her at FS1, and FS1 had to pay that girl hundreds of thousands of dollars of a settlement. And Shannon Sharpe's legal team came out and said, nah, it was just horseplay. It wasn't that. But that girl got paid a settlement too, allegedly. So it says her recent comments suggest she may pursue further claims, adding another layer to the uncertainty of Shannon Sharpe's future. Sharpe's exit from ESPN marks the end of a significant chapter in his media career, which began after a stellar 14-year NFL career with 3 Super Bowl titles, a 2011 Hall of Fame induction. Since joining First Take in 2023 after a successful run on FSU's Undisputed with Skip Bayless, Sharpe had become a ratings draw. With his boisterous personality and sharp debates alongside Stephen A. Smith, however, controversies, including accidental live stream of a sexual act on Instagram in September 2024, have tarnished his public image. Now, that takes me back to what my brother 7A said. And 7A was saying, and I understand where he's coming from. He's saying, hey, man, I'm tired of all this old, sub-righteous, or I forget how you say. The homie was like, he tired of all this, this extra righteous talk and stuff like that, when ain't nobody running around here walking perfect. But Shannon Sharpe's out here. See, this is the thing. Shannon Sharpe was the one out here telling all these dudes they need to be walking straight, telling them they need to be doing it. So he's the last. Shannon Sharpe is the last person that can tell anybody anything with the shit he got going on. That's why it make it so bad for Shannon Sharpe. He not the one. He was the one that's out here talking to all these guys in the NFL, all these young guys in the NBA. Like he and I'm giving all y'all great advice that he not following. So he put that in the atmosphere. Shannon Sharpe. Right? Now let's keep on going. And that's with all the allegations he had going on behind the scenes all these years. Think about that. Now it says, despite his ESPN departure, Sharpe remains active with his popular podcast, Club Shay Shay and Nightcap, distributed by The Volume. Before the lawsuit, he was reportedly nearing a $100 million podcast deal. Though its status remains unclear, fans on X speculate Sharpe could pivot to platforms like Prime Video. He ain't returned to Fox Sports. He's done at Fox Sports. Or expand his independent media ventures. And I think they're gonna slowly tune him out on independent media. I think his voice ain't gonna be the same no more. I think that what they're gonna do with him, I think they're gonna go ahead and I think they're gonna go ahead and back him down. I'm just being honest with y'all. I think they're gonna X him out. Tay, what's up, baby? Salute. Much love to you. I think they're gonna X this dude out all the way across the board. I think they're gonna X him out. I think he out of here, bro. You know what I mean? Y'all gotta really think about this. You know all that money from Shannon Sharpe's NFL career is probably gone. So you hit this girl up for $23 million. How much money y'all think Shannon Sharpe got in his pocket right now? Let's just keep it real. 5-6 years after these dudes retire, man, they out of the game. You know what I'm saying? Shannon Sharpe had won the post-career game. He won. This nigga was a nigga who won the post-career game. Shannon Sharpe won so big in his post-career. This dude was getting ready to touch all kind of... Bro, so his net worth is so low. Think about this. Shannon Sharpe won. He earned $22 million during his NFL career. And his net worth is only like $14 million. Make it make sense. With all the money he's been making on Fox, go back and look at his contracts on FS1 and ESPN. With that money and the money he's been making from his podcast so far, he's supposed to be clean over $25-30 million. But they're saying his net worth is only $14 million. Now you gotta pay this girl around $23 million, and then you got all these other lawsuits coming. He needs that huge money he had. But now the sponsors, they're gonna start yanking their money from this dude. So how is he gonna pay all these people now? It's gonna end up a situation where, man, bro, he ain't gonna have no bread. All that jab talking, all that I'm y'all, I'm running behind LeBron James, jockstrap sniffing, all this other. And matter of fact, where the hell is LeBron James at? Where the hell is LeBron James? Look how LeBron James on ducked all this smoke with his boy. Your boy out here getting put through the ringer. LeBron James ain't standing up for his people, bro. I'm telling y'all this. And the reason why I say that, and this on everything I love, y'all. Oh yeah, remember how he scolded Ocho Cinco? He was going in on Ocho, snapped on Ocho. I never forget how he went in on Ocho, bro. Snapped on Ocho. Because Ocho was late. He wasn't being professional. Right? But let's say this, y'all. Right? So, man, listen, bro. LeBron James, if this was going on with LeBron James, Shannon Sharpe would have went crazy on anybody for LeBron James. Let somebody would have came out and been doing LeBron like this. Oh, Shannon Sharpe would have lost his. He would have flipped his whole wig. You don't see LeBron James nowhere to be found. Shannon Sharpe going through the ringer right now. He going through the hardest thing ever. Why LeBron James don't give Shannon Sharpe a role over there on the, what you call it? Over there on his podcast, The Shop. Why LeBron James don't go look out for Shannon Sharpe and, do something big for Shannon Sharpe? I want y'all to think about this. Look out for your boy, man. That nigga going through something, bruh. But let's get past that part and go to the other part, y'all. Right? Let's go to the other part, y'all. Now, Michelle Bundy and her allegations, her ongoing lawsuit, this is a problem for Shannon Sharpe because, like I said, she may have another lawsuit coming up now. Right? If her new lawsuit comes up, right? Bro, I'm just going to tell y'all, man, it's going to be bad if that new lawsuit for her, if she brings a new lawsuit against Shannon Sharpe, bro, I don't know how you going to survive this, bro. To be honest with y'all, man, I don't see how Shannon Sharpe's going to survive. She come with a new lawsuit, man. I just don't see it, you guys. I don't see it at all. I don't see it. Y'all definitely let me know what y'all thinking, man. Let me know what y'all feel on this, man. You know what I'm saying? Shannon Sharpe, man. Bro, this woman, I think she's sizing up to hit this nigga with another lawsuit, bro. I think Shannon Sharpe gonna lose a lot of money, man. And she put a lot of evidence inside of her filings. You know what I mean? And this is the thing. He talked all that shit about Kwame Brown, talked all that shit about all these other dudes, was on there bragging about how much money he made in the Cat Williams episode, bragging about all this stuff, man. That nigga lined himself up. He lined himself up. Everybody keep talking about, man, I think the girl was plotting on him. He lined himself up. This nigga was the one telling all the people how much money he was making, this, that, and the third. He was doing that. If you think I made that, I'm double that, triple that, quadruple that. Yeah. What's that only girl's fan's name? What's her name? Yeah, what's her name? Yeah. Bree, yeah, yes her name? Yeah, dog. I got these, man, see these things right here, dog. Now, what you think Big Triple Bass Mouth gonna do? All these young girls listening to him on his show. He set himself up. That nigga's lined himself up. What Shannon Sharpe was supposed to do is keep doing great shows, stack your cheese up, and just stay low, stay humble. You gonna have fun, do what you gonna do, bro. But make sure that you got everything lined up correctly. Make sure all your shit is in order and you ain't got nothing that people can hold over you. And I heard one of the other brothers on YouTube, and I like his channel a whole lot. I heard the brother say, what the brother said? He said something like, he said that he feel like Shannon Sharpe, that they plotted on Shannon Sharpe. How can you plot on a nigga who bought all this stuff out himself? Y'all, so we saying a 19-year-old girl plotted on damn near a 60-something-year-old man who always kicking knowledge and putting wisdom out here to people. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Cause she ain't running off. She ain't playing no real nigga like that. I know one thing. I know the niggas that I know. She ain't playing them niggas like that. And the way Shannon Sharpe was talking, he's been talking on his show like he's the player. Like he's the one in control. So to see him get played like that, bro, we can't blame, everybody want to blame Tony Busby. Man, listen, let me tell y'all something. The reason why people started going to Tony Busby is because Tony Busby was in Texas and took a case where girls came to him as a big lawyer in Texas against the football player Deshaun Watson. When everybody saw that Tony Busby won most of all those settlements, then you started seeing other women who had beefs with athletes go to Tony Busby. Everybody keep acting like they keep trying to say Tony Busby. Bro, I don't see it like that with Tony. I just don't. Because I seen Tony, I look at his resume, bro, this dude out here getting more money from these old rich white dudes. But it doesn't matter if it's Tony or any other lawyer. If a lawyer has the allegations or he can take the case and he feel like he got a case, man, he gonna file that case. It just happened to be that Tony is getting those cases now because when you're high profile and people see that you getting to it, man, they're gonna rock with you. right? Think about this now. All that money this dude had lined up and supposed to have lined up for his family. This, that, and the third. Man, I wish the homie Kwame wouldn't have celebrated, but I understood why he was doing that. I wish he wouldn't have did that. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of love for the homie Kwame Brown. I wish he wouldn't have did that, but I already know them dudes been attacking him. You know what I'm saying? Triple bass mouth them dudes, they've been attacking him. So he, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, hey, he feel a way about it. I can't really be, like be mad because I understand where his frustration comes from. I just wish he wouldn't have did that because, like I said before, man, you know, you never want those type of tables to turn on you. But Kwame, he's smarter than what Shannon Sharpe is. Shannon Sharpe talk all that shit, but Kwame Brown's smarter than Shannon Sharpe. Period. Shannon Sharpe was just doing that jab turkey talk for these mofos that believe anything he say. And when it came to, what I'm saying, to the nitty gritty, he wasn't about that. He wasn't about that life, nigga. How you go from saying it's a shakedown and I'm gonna sue you to I'm gonna give you $23 million. Nigga trying to attack a black man. It's a shakedown, but then you go pay them 23 to 28 million. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, y'all are everybody. They saying, oh well. I believe in Shannon Sharpe's innocence. We said I don't. Any nigga that's gonna pay a nigga $23 million, you ain't paying them for to keep that freaky shit out. Cause Shannon Sharpe talk about freaky shit on his show. He talk about freaky shit on his podcast show. So unless you tell me, and I can't see Shannon Sharpe doing that, even if they had some type of activity where he didn't want to be seen on tape or heard about being on tape, down the lines of some Diddy stuff, I still believe he'll keep his money and take that hit over losing that money. He'll just take the media hit and be like, whatever. He still can deny it unless they play the tape in front of the world, which they won't do, but he can still deny it and say, nah, that shit ain't true in court. That ain't true. But to give up 20-something million dollars, bro, bruh, that nigga flawed, man. That nigga flawed, bruh. He flawed, bruh. Straight up. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. So, like I said before, man, where is LeBron James at, though, bro? This is the crazy shit, bro. I swear to God, if the roles was reversed, that nigga Shannon Sharpe will be out here going crazy on every show for LeBron James. This is why I keep trying to tell y'all. This is the reason why, and I want all the homies to listen to this, because I love y'all, but I want y'all to listen to this. This is the reason why I don't jump on no bandwagon for a lot of these celebrities. A lot of them niggas fake as fuck, bro. I'm telling y'all niggas this shit, bro. Think about this, y'all. If this was LeBron James, if the roles was reversed, and LeBron James was going through this, and Shannon Sharpe was a comment, man, Shannon Sharpe would be out here going, that nigga will be fighting everybody, nigga, for LeBron James. Because that's his man. That's his boy. He'll be going against the whole world for LeBron. But now you see the tables turn. LeBron ain't finna pass that favor to that nigga. He like, who is that? Who is Shannon Sharpe? Who is that? I'm just telling y'all what the real is. That's what LeBron would have did. Smash the like button. Y'all seeing it right here in front of y'all face. That nigga ain't got no character. He ain't got no morals. He ain't got no. That nigga ain't had no public support of this man, bro. Think about this. Shannon Sharpe would have been on TV every day. But then you got to think about this too. What if Kyrie Irving had these same allegations against him? What would what would Shannon Sharpe be saying? What if Russell Westbrook? Let me tell y'all. Let's talk about that real quick. What if Russell Westbrook had these allegations Shannon Sharpe had against him? Bro, what do y'all think? Y'all think he's sparing them niggas? Like, share, and subscribe, man. Y'all let me know what y'all move, man. What y'all think?
Hey, I really appreciate you guys for supporting the channel, supporting the network. Like, share, and subscribe. Once again, there are links. Get the free membership on our website. That way you guys won't miss any of our news update stories or videos. They're all on the website, ticketvmedia.com. You go over there. You can go right to the members part and become a free member. That way you guys will get all the updates. Also, straight drought weight loss formula. Make sure y'all go tap in and cop you some of that, as well as subscribing to our podcast show. Link will be pinned at the top of the chat down there below. And also, we just appreciate all y'all who support the channel. Cash App, PayPal.